Hi everyone. Today I want to bring a common question that I keep receiving from many of you when it comes to understanding better uh, not the transcript but what's happening on earth. Many of you have written to me asking me, how is it that this God, uh, so powerful, so loving, with so much unconditional love, can allow so much suffering on earth? How could this God be given to some and taken away to others? Where is the justice in all this? How could it be possible that this loving God would allow all this negative things, all the things that's happening in the world, keep going endlessly? How could? And in fact, many of you have always has also asked me uh, or made comments in reference to my work and how loving is that I bring this message, uh, and they put God right into their writings. I want to clarify that the God that it is written in the transcript is not a deity. Is not a supreme being outside, external from us, that gives orders. Take, give things, take away things, allow things to happen, uh, like with a magic wand, give privilege to one and take away to others. This God that is written many times in the transcript is a word that the collective forces of knowledge and wisdom have used to help me better understand, because I come from a Christian, Catholic, very Orthodox Catholic core beliefs. And that's the way that they can transmit this information and I can receive, perceive, and transcribe, but with the clear understanding that this God is not a deity. It is better called a source, the source of life, to help me understand and identify that this God is not a deity, but ourselves at the core level. The history that we know is the history of a God creator. And yes, indeed, there is history behind the creation of us humans, from God, the creator of everything that is and exists. But that information is limited to the most recent history of our creation, where the transcript go beyond the gods of those days, beyond the God that we know, beyond creation itself, and further down up to the first movement, which is the first movement that we made when we separated from the source, not to be termed as a deity, but as ourselves. That's what it says, that you are gods, because you have the same element of that God creator in the recent history, but you also are part of that original first movement where you came from. I know it might be hard for some of you to understand, and I'll promise I will make a video with a more detailed explanation. But what I'm doing right now is giving you a brief so you can better understand the relationship between God and the transcript, and to understand that I am not putting away or aside or discriminate against those who still believe in that God deity, because that is part of religion. If you go to the first transcript, it is clearly written that all religions do have a purpose. And the original or initial purpose was for us back in those days, with our limited capacity of understanding, to bring that understanding that there is someone higher and a higher power, higher hierarchy, to help those human beings back in those days to comprehend that they have a level of divinity, to help them become better selves, to help them reach an understanding that if they behave and if they become good people, and if they're good with each other, they're gonna be having a benefit of moving next to the Lord, next to God, be with Him. So you see, that was one of the most, to my personal opinion, one of the most intelligent analogies or metaphor that was used to portray that who will look after us. But at the same time, that had created a confusion among people. How could that loving God could allow all this? And that's where the reasoning comes to play, to better understand that that was a metaphor. I need you to understand that that was a metaphor. And if you keep believing in that metaphor, that's okay, because not everyone is ready to detach from that metaphor. But the knowledge is to understand that everything that we do follow a pattern of rebalancing the soul, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that is perfectly understood through the reincarnation process. Some of you may believe in the reincarnation process, others don't. And that's okay, because all I can bring is higher truth. Never claim that I have the absolute truth, or I never claim that is my way or else. That's out of the question. I am not here for this. I'm here to tell you that there is a better way to understand things and make common sense logic, and stop blaming others. Start assuming your own responsibility from past life to this life, and understand that today you're living the life that you created back then. So you're experiencing what you created back then, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And this is the world of your own creation. There's a lot to be explained about this. And I don't want to take a whole hour or so to explain this, but I promise that I will eventually. This is just a heads up to clarify some people and to help them understand that this higher truth is not to be considered the ultimate truth because of the limitation of the mind. And those who have read the transcript already know that. We are very limited, and that is precisely the transcript that I posted last week. So please, help me continue this job, my work. Keep following the transcripts, keep reading them, keep spreading the word. I got more things coming up for you guys, uh, better things that I have in my mind, but I need to pursue them with the time required. And that takes time, money, effort. I mean, it's a whole process, but we're going to get there. And I want you to know that I'm working on that. But in the meantime, for those who have not noticed this, there is a donation box that you can help me, because all this work takes time, takes money, takes effort. I've been doing this for since 2011, more than 10 years now. And it got to the point in which we are so many already that it's becoming a burden, and I need your help. And it's as the first track you read, we're one. And as you help me, you advance. This is Francisco Valentin. Until then.